Actually, today there's times where I know I showed this before. There's times where I sit only on one brick like this, right? And there's times where I feel like I need a little bit more support. And with my 2 bricks, I put my bricks like this in a V. I put them down, and this way I have my legs supported, and my spine gets aligned just above the hole. So this way my legs are a little bit more supported with my bricks. There's less pressure on my and I feel like I can be a little bit more elevated. So there we go. This is going to be my sitting at ease position for this morning. So both legs are being supported, and I don't need to use much strength in my legs that way. So allowing your hands to be on your legs, closing your eyes, taking a big breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Pause. So we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna inhale as much as we can and hold. And then we hold and we notice the sensation of the stretch. And I'm putting an emphasis on the hold here. Notice what's happening. And then let it go just on one shot. Ah. Notice the release that just happened. And whenever you're ready, when you feel that need of doing this one more time, go ahead. And then let's just try to do a gentle breath, a nourishing one where you take in the air, you pause, then gently at the top. And you exhale slowly. Feeling grounded, feeling balanced. Nice. Bringing one hand to your heart, whatever hands you feel is better for you to put first, and the second on top of it. Notice your heartbeat. Can you feel it? Can you feel the motion of your breath? Your ribcage slowly moving? Can you release the tension in the shoulders, in the neck, the jaw, the face? Invite an intention for your practice. Whether you turn this intention inward toward yourself, or your intention can be thinking about someone who needs it. Release the hands, palms up. Open the eyes. We're ready to share this practice. I'm going to share there with you. Let's inhale all the way up, stretch at the top. Exhale to your heart center. One more. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart center. Good. All up. We're going to go sideways. So allow your right hand to go down, supporting you, stretching with the left. Trying to push your left knee down. So trying to really ground yourself from the left side. So not just lifting on the left side to go toward the right, but connecting and grounding, reaching with the left hand toward the right. So you feel that nice line on your left side body, feeling supported on the right, feeling grounded as well there. Drishti down, look down on the mat. Beautiful. Drishti up, look up to the sky. Notice the shift here. Good. Stay with your torso and your head like this. Allow the left hand now to rotate, to do a big circle and come down to your left hip. I'm still looking up. What is the sensation in your neck? Good. Come back to neutral. How do you feel in this alignment now? Release the shoulders, just soft. Good. Inhale all the way up. We're going the other way. And then allow the left hand to be supportive, the right to stretch toward the left. Ground your left knee, ground ground your right knee. Actually both, right? But be grounded from the right knee to the right hand. Allow your drishti to look at the floor, to look at the earth, at the mat. Perhaps you want to look at your fingers as well. Are they spread out? That's one thing that I do each time I touch the earth in my yoga practice. I spread my fingers. Allow the drishti to come up, look to the sky. Just like we did on the other side. Allow your hand to travel all the way up. Bring it down toward your hip. Notice the sensation here. Come back to neutral. I realign everything. Notice the sensation. Rotate the shoulders back. Good. And forward. My God, I need this morning. For you it's lunch, but okay, let's inhale all the way up. Awesome. Exhale to your heart center. Good. Bring your hands to service in front of us. Beautiful. We're going to bring the right under the left and we're going to bend the right elbow. We're going to allow the hand to just bring our left arm toward the right side. Yes, beautiful. Just like this. So torso is staying forward, feeling the stretch on the left shoulder. Inhale big and then let it go slowly. Good. Allow your gaze to go the opposite direction. Allow your gaze to go toward the left. Notice what's happening. Be gentle. Coming back to center. Good. We're going to bring our elbows to be in front of us. We're going to take eagle. So allow your left and right arm to be up to the sky. Hands are opposite direction. And then you can see if you can grab them together. Beautiful. Notice the sensation here. Big stretch. Round your spine gently. Allow the head to be soft. We keep the hand in that position for your eagle. We're coming back up. Lift the head. Lift the arm. See if you can raise your elbow a tiny bit. Release the mudra. Exhale. All the way out. Stretch it behind. Open the heart here. Awesome. Let it go. Shake it a little bit. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So allow your hands to go all the way up. Good. Exhale to your heart center. Awesome. Bring the hands to service in front of you. This time the left hand goes under the right. We raise our left hand. We bring the right hand toward the left side. Beautiful. Notice your stretch on the side here as you go and do the the first step. So I really take the time here. So I'm not going directly to ego because I just feel like I need more motion. I need more range. I can feel the tension in my shoulders today. So try to breathe in and out. Good. And from here, again, look toward the right side over your shoulders. Notice what's happening in your neck as you do that. Notice what's happening in your shoulder blade at the back on the right side. Come back to neutral. Beautiful. Realign. Allow the elbows to be facing forward toward you. Palms are going to be facing the external. I bend both elbows now and see if you can connect the arms. Connecting the arms and twisting to have the hands touching is an option, right? For some people, I know that it's like it looks like this, but that's fine too. So depending on your accessibility, your room in front of you as well. Like I know that some gentlemen doing this position because of their strong pectoral muscles, they have a really hard time to reach, and that's understandable, right? So from here, bow to the earth. Notice the stretch that is happening in the upper body. As you do so, come back up. Beautiful. Raise your elbows, stretch it up, look up. Release, stretch all the way up, reach opposite direction to let it go. Beautiful. Shake those shoulders. Yes. Shake the head as well. Yes and no a little bit. Let it go. Beautiful. Let's inhale all the way up. Good. And from here, what we're going to do is thumbs is going to go toward the back of your neck. Hands are in Anjali Mudra, touching, and we're going to bring it here. Allow the elbows to come close to your ear. So stretching, raise up your torso, open the heart. See if you can just look up a little bit. So it's not going to be a big motion of opening up. Notice what's happening in your abdominals when you do that. It requires strength. Come back to neutral. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up. Good. Exhale, wide cactus tree this time. Awesome. Let's inhale here. And then exhale, connect everything at the front gently, just soft, and melt here. I'm going to move away from my brick and I'm going to just allow myself to be in a soft position with my legs in front of me. Coming back up. Switch the legs. So if you had your leg cross, switch the leg. We're going to do this one more time. I'm going to inhale all the way up. We're going to exhale wide, cactus tree. I'm going to inhale here. We're going to connect at the front, just gently, just to allow yourself to bow and exhale with the opposite leg. Notice the sensation. Is there a difference as you do that? Is it more comfortable? Is it more accessible? Does it feel awkward? It's good to invite your brain to experience different thing in your body, as long as it's supportive, as long as you respect the process and you're not pushing it too much. So make it also accessible. No arm. Coming back to center. Beautiful. We're going to do one more stretch with the shoulders that we haven't done yet. So we're going to allow our feet to be engaged in the mat. We're going to have the legs in front of us. We're going to put our arms behind us. Fingers are wide spread, and fingers are going to be pointing toward the front of your room, just like this. So notice the sensation in your shoulders. Move a little bit left and right here. And we're going to do a reverse tabletop. So making sure that your feet are well anchored here on your floor. And we're going to lift the hips up. Notice what's happening in your shoulders. You need your core strength. You need your glutes. You want to be looking toward your knees, so your chin is toward your chest. Notice the stretch that is happening in your shoulders. That's a big, intense one. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. Inhale one more time. Awesome. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Going slowly down with your hips. Beautiful job. Good. Allow the legs to be straight in front of you. Come back to sitting. So flex your feet. Notice how you are feeling here. This is a challenging position, but if you inhale with the arms up here, this is the same as if we were doing our downward dog. Press your hand on your sky. Open your fingers wide. Look at the sky. Now, see if you reach with if you're trying to reach for the sky here with your arms really straight, it's not comfortable. So if you want to create comfort, you're going to draw the shoulders down just a tiny bit. Remove the shoulders move the shoulders away from your ears. And then you're going to take a mini bend in the elbows. So this is your nice position for your arms when you're going to do a downward dog here. Good. From here, hands to your heart center, melt it gently, allowing yourself to just find a little bit of stretch, find a little bit of release here. If I was standing, that would be my Uttanasana, my forward fold here. So gravity is playing differently. My floor is allowing me to have my legs fully supported in a big stretch. Here, what's soft. So when we're standing, I invite you to give yourself a little massage. So let's do it on a sitting position, from knees to hips. Notice that your quads here are soft. So relax the quads. Bring your hands to your quads here. Shake them a little bit. Make sure that they are relaxed in this position. So where should I be feeling the stretch? And here I'm gonna even move a little bit left and right, lifting each sit bone to feel that I'm really grounded equally from both sides. And I should feel the stretch on the lower back. Now you don't want that stretch to be too much. And you should feel the stretch, of course, on the back of your legs here. But one area that people tend to forget is lower back. So if you have lower back issues, you don't want to do this one, right? Or you don't want to stay in that position for too long and you want to protect it by bending your knees. So this way it's going to relieve some of the tension. Coming back up, beautiful. We're going to recline back. We're going to put our knees back down, bring the feet back down, knees are up. Good. Knees are going to be tucked together and we're going to do a little bit of core activation. We're going to go to boat. So different sequence today. We're working the core. So making sure that you're well aligned, allow your hands to be in front of you right there. Knees are tucked together. Feel the pressure, feel the sensation of pushing the knees against each other, noticing the strength that is going to be required from your external here. Good. Hands can be at service. Good. From here, I'm going to lift my right foot. Knees are tucked together. Awesome. And then back down. Of course, I go with the left. I flex my toe. I look at my toes in front of me. Good. And I bring it back down. Good. Lifting up. Allow the feet to touch. Knees open. Release in front of you. Mouth. Allowing it to soften. Coming back up. We're going to go back to our boat. I'm sorry. So taking your position, allowing your abdominals, your core to be engaged. You can hold the knees here. We're going to open up with the arms. So I find that when I do this one and I'm starting, I like to have my hands on my knees. So this way I know that I'm not too high up. My arms are extended and I have that nice position where, and even with my arms on my knees, I feel my core. If I put my right hand on my belly, I can feel that my abs are using some strength to maintain the stability here. Good. I'm going to open up my right arm up. Good. I'm going to bring it back down. Awesome. The left. And then back down. Exhale, beautiful. If you need to come back up, do, but we're gonna go sideways. So I'm gonna invite 2 hands to take Sipana. Interlace the last 3, pointing the first 2 fingers, thumb and index, looking forward. Good. So now I'm gonna really tuck my knees together, and then I'm gonna allow my hands to travel toward the left side as far as I can go, pointing toward the left. Good. Notice that we're now working our abdominals in a different way. Come back to center. Exhale. Good. Inhale in the center. And then exhale toward the opposite direction. Beautiful. Come back to center. Good. From here, release the mudra. Allow the hands to be at service or at the floor if you need to. We're rolling back down. So allowing the spine to come to the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Slowly, with control. And notice the release. Good. Notice how you feel supported with the mat here. Realign a little bit. Good. And shake the knees. Allow the knees to go toward the right completely and all the way toward the left. Inviting a gentle twist in the spine. Being very supportive in this one. Good. Hands beside your hips. We're going to lift the feet all the way up. So one more time, visualize your downward dog. So feet are up. This is Viparita, feet up. You can also do that at the wall, right? Feet at the wall. It's a very good and it's very nice practice, restorative practice that I like to do, especially at night. So that way with the feet at the wall, I'm really supported. But now notice the angle of your legs and if your legs can be fully straight here. So if not, bend the knees a little bit. Okay, so making sure that you don't compromise your back here. Good. Flex the toes, point, flex, and point. Beautiful. Flex and point one more time. Good. And flex, and then bend the knees, bring your hands up. Awesome. We are in our tabletop from on the cloud. Good. So pushing with your abdominals. So notice your abs here, notice your core, engage it and see if you can push your lower spine. So trying to close that gap. So really pushing down your spine toward your mat. Good. My knees are together. My fingers are widespread again. And I'm looking in front of me. Good. Bring your fingers together. Take Sepana one more time. Knees are going to be staying like this. I'm going to lift my head up and I'm going to reach to the sky. See if I can point my fingers, really reach all the way up here. Notice your abs. We're working hard today with the core and allowing it to soften, come back down. Allow the hands to just come to a T position. Open up the shoulders. Good. And from here, let both knees drop toward the right side. Gentle twist. And then look toward the left. So what we've been doing so far is working between strengthening, using core activation, using core muscle, and then using the floor, using the sensation of being grounded to be supported, to Release the tension, invite some softness after. Good. So come back to the middle, to the center, bring the knees up. Keep your arms the way they are. Realign here just a tiny bit. Take one breath with taking your feet all the way up for Viparita one more time. Inhale here. Good. Exhale, bend the knees. Good. Inhale. And now allow the knees to drop toward the left side. Gentle twist here. And your head is going to go toward the right. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm in an angle that makes sense for the camera. Trying to melt down your right shoulder. So you want to try to have both shoulders as close to the mat as possible. And if your knees are just lifted, that's fine too. Find that twist where you're feeling supported, you feel like you can let go, and you allow your body to be moved by the sensation of the breath. And as you inhale, you're going to feel that stretch. You're going to feel lifted a tiny bit. And then as you exhale, it's going to just release a little bit more. And it's going to be a little bit more supported and at ease. Good. Gently coming back. Allow the knees to come up. Realign here. Beautiful. Bring your hands up on your sky. Good. Bring the knees up. Bring the feet tabletop on your cloud here. Beautiful. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the knees to your chest. Lift your head. Give yourself a big hug here. Beautiful. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Awesome. Release your hands from your leg. Allow the hands to pass your feet. Keep the head up. So just try to go to be as small as you can be. Good. And then allow the heads to come down to the mat. Allow your hands to come soft on the mat. Bring the feet down. Beautiful. And from here, allow the knees to open both sides, opposite direction. Bound angle. Notice the sensation here. Just let it go. You can also rock a little bit, the knees up and down, left and right, to find that nice balanced position here. Let it go. If you feel like you want to open the shoulders as well, bring your hands all the way up above the head. Allow the elbows to melt open, the palms to be open to the sky. And let's just take a few moments here. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Let it go. Good. Bring your hands back down beside your hips. Align your knees up. So maybe you need to use your hand to guide your knees back up. Feet are going to be engaged in the mat. Put your hands back down on the mat so you feel supported with your hands. Bring the knees up and then allow the knees to be doing small circles. So we're working still our core in that position. Often I do this at the end of a practice, right? Where we feel that it's a restorative. It's a way to find ground from a little massage. But here, notice that we've been working our core. So how does that feel as you're moving your knees? Switch direction if you haven't done so. Good. Awesome. Bring your hands to your knees. We're going to rock back and forth. And we're gonna come to a sitting position. Good. One thing that you might want to try, if you feel like it, you can do a rocking. And then from here, see if you can get to your boat. Holding, right? So, yay. So the core is working hard. See if you can bend your knees, reach your toes. I'm holding my big toes and I'm opening up to nice V. Balance. So we always bring a little challenge with the balance. Bend the knees one more time. Beautiful. Allow the feet to come down, melt in front of you. Good. Come back up. Awesome. And we're going to transition. Let's roll to tabletop now. Hands in, hands on the floor, under your shoulders, knees align with your hips. So creating that space now that we need. Engage the toes, lift the knees a little bit. Notice the sensation. Squat, reach behind. Good. And lift your hips. Downward dog. So it's kind of our first, but remember what we just did at the beginning of this practice. Give some space with your shoulders. Allow the elbows to melt a little bit. So no lock in the elbows here. Fingers are widespread. I'm moving my knees one at a time. So I'm making sure that I'm reaching gently, a stretch and an easy position that's going to be comfortable for me to hold. So find your downward dog, stable. Shake the head a little bit, yes and no. Good. So from this inversion, allow your feet to go outside the mat here. So wider a little bit. Good. Find your balance. Allow the left hand to lift and to connect with your left leg or your left ankle. Gentle twist under. Good. Come back. Right hand to the front of the mat. Find neutral. Allow the left hand to travel under and to cross over to your right leg. Nice stretch. Coming back. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do something different. We haven't done that before, I believe. So we're going to do dolphin. So to do dolphin, we bend the elbows. So we connect the forearm to the mat. Notice how you feel here. Big stretch in the shoulders that is necessary. Come on the tip of the toes, bend your knees. Good. Knees are going to connect to the floor. Allow your feet to be on your mat now, and then find Tadasana, child pose. Let it go. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Allowing your palms and fingers to be widespread open. Allow the elbows to be just a little bit above in front of your shoulders, looking forward. So I'm like in a balasana position, but my forearms are straight on the floor. Fingers are widespread here. Good. Notice the sensation. Come on the tabletop, but from your forearms here. Good. So notice the sensation of being supported here, how you feel grounded on the mat here. Allow your toes to be engaged in the mat at the back. We're gonna do that dolphin again. So I'm engaging my toes at the back. My support is gonna be my forearm on the floor. So I lift my legs up, raise my hips, straighten everything. Push my head under. Good. Oh, big opening. Tip of the toes, lift your heel, bend the knees. Beautiful. Come back down. Tadasana. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. Make it melt like really soft. Shake it a little bit. Good. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Let it go. And then allow your hands to be straight in front of you. Look forward, spread your fingers. Allow your toes to be engaged in the mat. Lift up for your downward dog. We're not staying here. Don't worry, lift your Heels up, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Good. Let's inhale halfway, looking up. Exhale, fold long legs, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, touch the earth. Inhale all the way up, stretch at the top. Take your time. Exhale to your heart center. Invite your hands to be on your heart. Come back to this intention for your practice. Close your eyes. Notice your alignment. So maybe you need to shake a little bit to release some tension. Don't lock the knees. Relax the shoulders. Good. Palms up. And we're going to do one sun salutation here. So allowing your hands to be on your side. Inhale all the way up. Allow Oksapana, take a mini back bend if you feel like it. Come back to center, exhale to your heart center, bend your knees, Utkatasana. So now the legs are working. Lift your heel one at a time. So a little bit like when we do this downward dog, right? When we arrive in downward dog, we have this tendency of saying, oh, this is normal, let's move one knee at a time. Why not doing the same a little bit for your Utkatasana? And then you feel grounded. Then you feel stable. Look at your toes. Lift the toes up and down. Good. Knees are aligned with my feet. My core is activated. Good. From here, I inhale. And then I exhale, I melt. Knees are briskly bent. Let it go. Awesome. Let's swipe side to side to invite some fluidity, some movement, some ease. Good. And we're going to come back to center. And from here, inhale, halfway, looking up. Exhale, fold. I bow to the earth. Let it go. If you feel like you need to open the shoulders a little bit more, if you need that, you can take a little bit more pressure in that forward fold. So if you don't, please use your hand to be your leverage. So you feel that your back is supported from your hands to your brick in front of you or on your leg. If you feel like you want a little bit more, bring the hands on your back, interlace the fingers, lift the hands all the way up, stretch, and let the hand be straight and heavy. Relax the jaw. Good. Bring the hands back to your lower back. Release the mudra. Allow the hands to melt in front of you one more time. If you took that extension, bend your knees, plant your hands, and then step back to plank. Good. So core activation here. Awesome. Let's find your balance. Again, play with your toes. So allow your weight to be shifted from front and back, stretching the ankles. Good. Or if you're from the knees as well, noticing the sensation on your wrists. So are you well centered? Are you distributing your weight nicely in a plank? Let's inhale. Good. And exhale. Perhaps have you been practicing this? We've been doing this for quite a while. Maybe you find it easier to find the stillness in a position that requires a lot of activation in that plank. We haven't done a plank challenge like holding for a few minutes, but just notice and do your own plank challenge. So from here, inhale, and then exhale, lowering down chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Good. Release. Feel the sensation of being supported with the earth. Shake your hips here. Release the tension in the lower back. Release the tension in the abs here. Good. Shake your heels. So allow the legs to soften a lot. Good. Connect your head with the mat. Release your hands. Allow your hands to be on your side, just soft. Being in that prone position, feel supported. Good. So we're gonna go for strength a little bit. Allow your head now to lift up. Look forward. Good. Hands are gonna come under your shoulders. Elbows are gonna tuck in. So I'm gonna be from here to bringing my elbows close to myself. And here I'm gonna look forward. Hands are gonna press under my shoulders gently. I'm gonna push my feet into the mat first, and then I'm gonna lift to a cobra. First one, exhale, fold. Good, inhale up. Beautiful, exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Release all the way down. Beautiful. Allow your right hand to come to a T. With your left hand, you're gonna push and you're gonna roll on your right shoulders. So we're playing with this full range of motion of our shoulders today. Bend your top leg, bring your left hand to meet your left ankle if it's accessible, and then bring your foot as close as you can to your hip, to your glutes. So this way you should feel the stretch in the front of your leg on the quad. You can bend the supportive leg, the one that is on the floor, so you have that support and that better control over the sensation on your shoulders and your balance here. Good. If you want, you can push your left foot into your left hand, opening up the heart, feeling the sensation. Allow everything to melt, release the mudra, bring your left hand on the mat, roll back toward your front body, release the sensation on the right arm, shift that shoulders a little bit, rotate it. Yes, shift the hips a little bit, beautiful. Open the left arm, we're going on the other side. So I'm gonna roll on my left shoulder. I'm gonna push with my right arm. Again, you can bend the leg, the supportive leg at the floor. You can have your head down all the way to the mat, or you can keep your head up. But be mindful of the sensation on your shoulders. So go where you feel that stretch that is not too intense, that you can still breathe easily, that you can be at ease in that position. I'm gonna bend my top leg. I'm gonna bring my hand to my heel, and I'm gonna bring my foot close to my glute. I'm feeling the stretch in my shoulder on the left side, and I'm feeling the stretch on my quad on the right side. Good. From here, you can push your foot, your right foot into your right arm, opening toward the back. Opening of the front body, strengthening. Good. Release everything. Beautiful. Roll on your front body. Gently release the shoulders. Shake them a little bit. Shake the hips as well. Beautiful. Hand under your shoulders. We're lifting up to plank from the knees. Good. And recline it back all the way to Balasana, child pose. Take a child pose that is going to be very supportive. Take a child pose that is going to be melting, that is going to be allowing you to take a breath and turn inward. My hands are really soft. So I'm just taking some break along the way in that sun salutation. Allow the hands to be in front of you. Allow the hands to be straight. Press your palms down. My elbows are going to be lifting up from the floor. Good. I'm going to inhale, looking up with my head. And then exhale, fold. One more. Inhale up. And then exhale, fold. Good. I'm going to allow my toes to be engaged at the mat, at the back. And then I'm lifting up, downward dog. Good. I'm going to bend my right knee and do big circle with my right knee in that downward dog position. Good. I'm going to go the other way. Big circle the other way. Good. And then from here, I'm going to lift my right leg all the way up. If you feel like it, 3-leg down dog. Nice big stretch here. And then put my right foot back down. I'm going to do the same thing with the left. So I'm going to bend my left knee. Do big circle with the left knee. Good. How does that feel? One leg compared to the other, and then switch direction. Big circle the other way. I know that for me, there's one direction that is always more of a challenge than the other. And then all the way up, lift your left leg. Big stretch here. Good. Bring the left foot down. Downward dog. Tip of the toes, lift your heel. Bend your knees a lot. Look forward, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Knees are richly bent. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. Bow. Good. Inhale, halfway long leg. We look for the sky, we look for the sun. Exhale, fold. We bow to the earth. Bend your knees, touch the earth. Come back to Utkatasana, your chair. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring your hands down. If you feel like it, bring it all the way up as if you want to hold the sun. If you want to take it all in, look forward, look up, and then stretch to the sky. Inhale all the way up. Stretch it up. Take your knee back bend if you feel like it. Come back gently to center. Exhale to your heart center. We've done a full cycle. Hands down. We're going to inhale all the way up. Good. You're going to allow your right hand to come to the side. Stretch toward the right with your left hand. Notice the sensation. So we started this practice, you doing it, but on a sitting position. Nothing to stretch on your side body. Look down. Look back up. Bring it all the way back up to center. Let's exhale. Allow the hands to go opposite direction, wide. Feel the space all the way down. Let it go. Allow the hands to come down. Palm facing forward, spread your fingers. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feeling grounded, feeling aligned. No bend, no lock in the knees, so micro bend in the knees. Good. Let's inhale all the way up. Beautiful. Allow the left hand to come down, stretch with the right. Can you soften the left leg? Can you feel equanimity between the left and the right foot? Pressing down with the right foot. Switch your drishti, look up to the sky. Good. Bring it all the way up. One more time. Stretch here and then exhale. Allow the hands to go opposite direction. Reach for a wide opening and go really, really slow. Bringing it down to Tadasana. Bringing the palms facing forward. Spread your fingers, and here visualize that your fingers are reaching to the sky, to the earth and grounding you with roots. Good. Inhale. And then exhale. Close your eyes. In this Tadasana position, mountain pose, visualize your body. Notice the sensation. Is there some tension that you can let go in your legs? You require a little bit of balance here, even with your eyes closed. But gravity and alignment are also at play, holding you in place. Release the hands now. Allow the arms, the fingers to come soft. Shake a little bit the arms, the fingers. Maybe you need to move the left and right gently. I still have my eyes closed here. Good. And I'm going to bring my left hand to my heart, my right hand to my belly. Feel the sensation of your breath. Try to bring your breath, the air in from the chest, the rib cage, and all the way to your belly. And then as you exhale, push the air out. You can even push a little bit with your hand to help you do that. Pause. And then just allowing it to be soft. Soft breath, centered. Release the hand, release the mudra. Shake, shake, shake. Beautiful. Let's inhale all the way up. Let's exhale to your heart center. One more time. Let's inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart center. Bringing your hands to your heart. Notice your heartbeat for one breath. Release, hands down. We're taking one last breath together. Inhale all the way up. Connect at the top. And exhale, bringing it to your forehead for positive thought. So positive energy. Trying to keep what comes to mind positive. And I know this is a big challenge for me. So inhale here. Exhale to your mouth and throat for kindness of word, kindness of speech. And speaking your truth, Satya. Inhale here. And then exhale to your heart center. With gratitude, ready to embark on this Friday afternoon and going for the weekend forward. I'm saying namaste to you all. Thank you for sharing this practice. So we finished with a meditation in action that was actually standing up. So, and assignment for the weekend, do a savasana.